Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. Very good afternoon to you, wherever you are around the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, you're highly welcome to this Thursday hot afternoon edition. Tonight is going to be Chelsea. Yes, we are being hosted tonight all the way in Germany. By Heidenheim in Germany, the Conference League Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight it is Heidenheim versus Chelsea all the way in Germany. And I'm here to give you the preview of that game and my predicted lineup. Yes, in the next few minutes, I'll be giving you my predicted lineup. But quickly, before we continue, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Frank Lampard named Coventry boss. Frank Lampard has secured another coaching job with Coventry. Yes, Coventry City have announced the hiring of former Chelsea boss Frank Lampard as their new manager. 3 weeks after the surprise sacking of Mark Robbins. So our own legendary midfielder, Frank Lampard, our former coach, Frank Lampard. Yes, now Coventry City manager. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a good deal. That for me, Frank can do a good job with Coventry. Yes, he can do a good job with them, with Coventry. I mean, he can restart from there. Yeah, it's better Coventry. There will not be so much pressure like Chelsea. He can restart from then. Maybe next season, if he's lucky enough to qualify them to the Premier League, then he can now begin to upgrade. But ladies and gentlemen, our own legend, Frank Lampard, now Coventry boss, Coventry City in the Championship. Okay, let's get started about our host tonight. Chelsea, yes, our host tonight is FC Heidenheim, established in 1846, and is a German professional football club in the town of Heidenheim in Germany. Well, the club currently plays in the Bundesliga, in the top tier of the German football league. As we speak, their stadium where they are hosting Chelsea can host about 15,000 capacity. 15,000 capacity, being managed by Frank Schmidt. German Frank Schmidt is a manager of the squad or the team right now as we speak, and they are the one facing Chelsea later tonight. Heidenheim versus Chelsea. All you need to know about tonight's game preview is what I'm bringing your way. All right, two of the UEFA Conference League remaining 100% records go on the line tonight. Yes, these two teams, they 100% records. All right, Chelsea take on 6th place host. Heidenheim is on a 6th place on the Conference League table. Now, Chelsea is first on the league table. Chelsea are first on the league table, and Heidenheim are 6th on the league table. Remember, the first 8 automatically qualifies for the last 16. So Heidenheim, as it stands right now, they are 6th on the league table. Means that if they should even secure a draw with Chelsea, they'll be through to the next stage. Yes, they will. I mean, they will still have a hope of going through the next stage, dear friends. All right. Tonight we'll see the first place Chelsea take on Heidenheim in the 6th in what will be the 4th league phase. The 4th league phase game out of 6 means that there are 2 games for each team to play again before we'll now see who is going to qualify to the next stage, to the round of 16. 2 games more after tonight's game. So Heidenheim just have to play a draw with Chelsea. The next 2 games, they will have to manage those ones and maintain their 6th position, or if they can even climb up. But Chelsea, we are the first on the league table, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Remember, on Saturday, the Blues, we fortified our 3rd place on our league table in the Premiership by beating Leicester 2-1 in their home. So we are coming into this game from a winning, perspective. Now, even though our first 11 that played in that game are not going to be part of this, maybe just one or two, and Heidenheim, they are licking their wounds after a 2-0 or 2-0 lead, after taking a 2-0 lead against Leverkusen, but they ended up losing 5-2. They were 2-0 up against Leverkusen over the weekend, Bayern Leverkusen over the weekend. Then they ended up bottling it like Manchester City did. 5-2, they lost Leverkusen. Well, right now, following the competition record 8-0 victory at home to FC Noah on match day 3, two-time Champions League winners Chelsea could now become the first English side. Chelsea could become the first English side, yes, to score 4 or more goals in 4 consecutive major European competitions. Yes, Chelsea could become the first English side to score 4 or more goals in 4 consecutive major competitions. Dear friend, Chelsea, we are breaking records even with our young squad. The host are Germany's 8th best team last season. Our host, Heidenheim, they are Germany's 8th best team last season on their league table. But they qualified for this competition thanks to league champions Bayern Leverkusen doubling up with the DFB Cup. Yeah, Bayern Leverkusen, they won the league last season. And they also won the German Cup. And because they won the German Cup, when they were selecting the teams that will represent in Europe, automatically the next team to take over the conference league is who? Heidenheim. And that is how, if not that Bayern Leverkusen double as the German Cup winners, they wouldn't have been there because the slot would have fallen on the 7th place team. The slot would have fallen on the 7th place team. But because of this, the slot fell on the 8th place team in the German Bundesliga. Now, the venue for tonight's 4th league stage fixture, like I said to you earlier on, has a capacity of 15,000 fans. 15,000 fans. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll quickly be running there because it is hot in the afternoon. All we need to do is that hope Chelsea will grab the win, the necessary win, so that we can have a 100% record of wins in this tournament going into the next stage. This is likely to be the biggest test for Chelsea in this conference league, in this phase. It is likely to be the biggest test for Chelsea in this conference league. The remaining 2 will come next month against Shamrock Rovers and Astana. These 2 clubs are teams that Chelsea can easily maneuver and win. They are must-win games for Chelsea. Shamrock Rovers and Astana, those 2 teams are teams that Chelsea can easily win. So, Heidenheim tonight, Chelsea, that is the biggest test so far, if I may say. All right. Now, using only 17 players in this competition up to now, Chelsea are using only 17 players in this competition until now. The Londoners have recorded the tournament biggest ever win, 8-0. Most goal scorers, 9. Best shot conversion rate, 25%. Highest expected goal, that's XG, figure of 101. Wow. 101 XG. Biggest ever performance of XG, plus 5.9. That's positive 5.9. My goodness. I know most of you might not understand some of this. Maybe one day I have to take my time and explain or teach some of you guys what some of these figures means. Most effort on target, 33. Most big chances created, 20 in this competition. Talking about Chelsea's record. Most touches in the opposition's box, 125. Fewest yellow cards, 2. Highest pass completion percentage, 90.8. And most possession period of 10 or more passes. 10 or more passes, 81. Listen to it too. Most possession periods of 10 or more passes, totaling 81. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the record of Chelsea in this competition so far. For clearly, Chelsea is not supposed to be in this competition. Chelsea FC is bigger than this competition. So the records are all in our favor. Anything we meet, the records, it's like these games are like training matches for us. I don't know how to put it. Because if you look at all these statistics, my dear friend, these are records that no team in this competition so far has gotten even half of. All right, team news, quickly. I'm about to run up team news. Team news, Chelsea team news especially. That's what I want to work on. Wesley Fofana, Romeo Lavia, and Cole Palmer are among the players that are not registered for this competition. Wesley Fofana, Romeo Lavia, and Cole Palmer are not registered for this competition. Yes. Yeah. UEFA squad, in this UEFA squad, and could all start against Aston Villa because they are not in this competition. These three players I mentioned, they are likely to start against Aston Villa on Sunday. But you see, the Italian has a solution for each area tonight. That's Enzo Maresca. He has a solution for each area, each position in this Chelsea setup tonight. Against Noah, Enzo Fernandez became only the third player in this competition's short history to provide 3 assists in the same game. You see how the records are still on. But the King Power Stadium also witnessed one of his sharpest performances in England. That's against Leicester. Yeah, Enzo Fernandez against Leicester. All right. Okay. Now, Conference League regular Joao Felix was instrumental in the success of Maresca's tactical plan at Leicester and could be called upon again tonight because he is in the squad. Tariq George has been getting minutes in this competition as well, and Jadon Sancho will be keen for a run out after his layoff. The numbers are already good in the forward areas for Chelsea. Joao Felix has netted a brace in his past 2 European outings. Former Bundesliga Player of the Year Christopher Nkunku has also scored in each of his past 5, and Mikhailo Modric also not at Panathinaikos and home at Noah. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the records so far in this season. Before I let you go tonight, before I go to the predicted lineup, yes, know this. Chelsea 16 goals is the most any team has scored across their first 3 games of a major European group or a league stage since 1997-1998. It is also twice the total of nearest Conference League rivals Legia Warsaw's 8 this season. So, for you to understand, the 16 goals Chelsea scored is the highest in Europe, in any European competition. Oh yeah, is the highest. Now, let me go to my predicted lineup before I do your shout out. Let me go to predicted lineup before I give you the shout out. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea's predicted lineup tonight. In goal post, Jurgensen. I will expect Jurgensen to start the game tonight. In defense, Badeshile is in the squad to Germany, but I would prefer Cowell to lead the line so we can rest Badeshile. Either way, this Tosin, Disasi, Viega, they are my defenders in this game. Badeshile or Levi Cowell, I will go for Cowell to start in that defense. So my defenders are Viega, Cowell, Tosin, and Disasi. In midfield, Kasadai, Kanichukwemeka, and Kenyan Dewsbury Hall. Yes, Kasadai, Kanichukwemeka, and Kenyan Dewsbury Hall. Those are the 3 midfielders that I will prefer. Yeah. Those are the 3 midfielders. Attackers, my attackers. Yeah. Felix, Modric, Sancho, and Christopher Nkunku. I'm taking it again. Felix, Modric, Sancho, and Christopher Nkunku. Those are my forwards. 4 right there for you. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my predicted lineup for tonight's game. Let me hear from you in the comment section what your expectations are for tonight's game. Right now, I want to give you some shout out. Yes, my good friends out there who are following me keenly. Some shout out to you guys before I go. Chris Williams says, to be honest, I don't expect the good performance the Chelsea men team are putting up, considering the way they played their pre-season. Thank you very much, Chris Williams. Yes, I also, honestly speaking, I never knew we could hit the ground running just the way we are doing currently. Yeah, right? We are all surprised. Okay. The next one says, I am Obed from Uganda. I chose Osimhen. Oh, talking about the striker, the 3 strikers I brought up 3 days today. Victor Gyökeres, Victor Osimhen, and Nicola Jackson, which we add to Jackson in our setup, and you are choosing Osimhen. Okay, big shout out to you. What's the name? Ahim Obed. All right, please let me have your original name out there so that I can be giving a bigger shout out next time. Frederick Amabe says, we need Victor Osimhen, please. Frederick Amabe from Biafra State, Nigeria. Big shout out to you, Frederick. Big shout out to you, Obed, and big shout out to you, my brother Chris Williams. Again, Chris says, has he signed a new contract? I mean, George Achampo. Oh, yes. George's situation, the contract is not yet signed, but I think there is an agreement. Yeah, they are almost reaching an agreement. There's understanding now between the parties, between the club and the players' entourage. There's an understanding now. So George currently is with the squad in Germany. Yes, he is with the squad in Germany. I will expect him also to come from the bench. I will expect George to come from the bench in tonight's game. All right. The next one says, Mr. Salom, point of correction on what you read about Osimhen. He only played 10 games and not 18 games. Please check the facts well. But I understand you perfectly. Thank God you understand me perfectly. I was calculating the Champions League games in addition to the game. Maybe there's an error somewhere. Well, it is well. Big shout out to you, Odinayo Oyo from Nigeria. Then the next one says, good name, Mr. Salom. I appreciate you for this good job. Well, thank God you stated that Jackson is not good using head to score goals or do other things. This is why I will forever respect Osimhen when it comes to that. Well, let Jackson keep pace and get better at the end of it all. Big shout out to you, my brother Odinayo Oyo from Lagos, Nigeria. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope my club, your club, Chelsea, comes on top victorious in tonight's game. See you all in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.